Good evening, everyone. AnthWolf here, streaming live on Twitch once again, with even more Final Fantasy XIV. And where we last left off, we had finally arrived over in the Far East. We arrived over at the only port available and open for foreign trade, the port known as Kugane. We will hopefully be able to meet a few people in regards to the Doman Resistance and be able to offer our assistance. Hopefully. So we're going to probably spend a lot of time here in Kugane itself, getting to know the layout of this city. See, I don't think there's any other districts, but it is a capital city-state similar to Uldar and Limsa Lominsa. So there's a lot of things we can do here. Falcon Porters are very similar to Chocobo Porters, or Choco Keeps. No quests available just yet, but there'll be quests that no doubt will pop up. The Man from Uldar. Despite travelling halfway around the world, Alphino is in no mood to take in the sights. Right, time to meet the locals.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
It seems we were expected.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Chairman Lolorito. Yes, a long time ago we did discover that Lord Lolorito of the monetarists of the Syndicate did have trade routes over to the Far East.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
Yes, pretty much.
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugane is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Well, no doubt the Garlean Empire within a few moments will already know of our appearance here. Especially since he so brazenly give our title, our organization's name away in public. The Stealer of Pants. I don't remember that one. Where is the... Oh, there it is. Let's see, where is the Aethernet shard? Might as well interact with these. I wonder if there's any houses available here in Kugane. I mean, no doubt there's going to be a quest before we can actually buy a residence here. I see. So the Charlayans had obviously developed the Aether rights to the west. But the east have their own craftsmen who derived and created the Aether right. We can't access the residential district at the moment. I think we need to do the quest to actually make it available. Where the streets are paved with Kugane. Hancock would very much like to continue talking. I'm sure he would. Notice the music's changed as it's turned to the evening. So we're getting close to the market district here. You see, Kugane is fairly active in the market district once again. they keep who in the castle dungeons exactly? That seemed like an interesting bit of gossip I was just overhearing. Physical altercations are strictly forbidden here. So I guess they're considering Kugane to be neutral ground. I'm so glad that the demise of Teleji Adeleji is seen with a great deal of humour. It seems Lord Lolorito must be fond of telling that story. Let's quickly bind ourselves to this Aethernet shard and then we'll head back. Oh, there's a member of the Brass Blades. This is probably where we need to go. I wonder if we'll ever be able to push the Garlean Empire off Kugane. By the grace of Lord Lolorito. Hancock seems to be quite pleased with himself.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
And of course we are getting potentially pulled into one of Lolorito's grand schemes.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugane.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Just say it's the sea between Kugane and Doma. That would be the simplest.
We are here in Kugane, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
Which exactly is probably what this acting overseer wants, this acting viceroy, because now there's very little aid that can come to Doma. And they don't have to do anything about it. They can just sit back and let the Confederacy deal with them.
No wonder they struggle to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I am told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
I see. Good samurai is hard to find. Alphino is a man with a plan. The last time we saw one of these, it was actually a set of armor, I believe. Let's see if Yugiri and Gosetsu actually managed to get passage from Kugane. Or if they're still here in the city, perhaps. You just want to go to the hot springs, don't you? Okay, we have a few quests available to us, including the I Dream of Shiogane, which I think is the residential area. So we have a few quests here. We'll run around, we will unlock the various Aethernet shards while we explore and search for our companions. Should we do the side missions while we're here? We might end up doing them. There are going to be plenty of side missions available to us. Wow, it's busy here. What the hell's going on here? An expedition ferryman. Oh, is this the one of my subscribers was talking about the level 60 to 70 Palace of the Dead. I wonder if this is where it starts, because Quarry Mill is always packed with people looking to do the Palace of the Dead. So maybe he is similar. That would be my best guess. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out together at some point. I dream of Kugane. Surubami is frantically trying to get your attention. See, we've always had an NPC quest like this, where people are delighted or want a house for themselves, but the residential district is going to be made for foreigners only to try and attract. I suppose the others were always trying to attract adventurers, but I guess this might be trying to attract more foreign trade? I don't know. I suppose one way as well is it keeps the foreigners in one place. Is it busy? I imagine it is still very busy. Yes, indeed. I used to have a house in Kugane a long time ago. There's some amazing plots of land. There's some like hidden hot springs. Like a couple of hidden beaches. It's a lovely place. I have to say. When they released it, I think it was 2 or maybe 4 weeks after Stormblood was released. I think Delta may have started to be released 2 weeks after the official expansion release, and then I think Kugane and Omega Savage was released 4 weeks after, if I remember. I was one of those people who tried to log in and claim a house as soon as possible. I actually wanted to build... I wanted to actually build an airship here. I always fancied having my own airship, which is why my main character is a very good carpenter, they are a good blacksmith, a good weaver. And I was working on leather working and probably all the crafting skills slowly but surely. But yeah, over here, if we go to southeastern Kugane, might as well show it off. I'll show you where my house used to be. It wasn't on this ward. It's not here anymore. Did I have... This is a medium house. I think I had this one. Yeah, I had this house here. This looks like someone's not really using this house very well. Yeah, I had this small house here. Because I thought it was great. Because it's little... You've got a small walk to a beach right here. The hidden shores, but as well, you can tuck yourself around to the right here. And you have a hidden little hot spring as well. There is a major hot spring next to, there is a mansion. There's a couple of mansions actually. But I'm sure there's a hot spring around here as well. Like here? Yeah. It actually has the Shirakumo hot springs. But everyone would know about those, whereas the Hidden Shores hot spring was probably less known. Because you could visit this place prior to the land was purchasable. Only for about a week or so, but people were already making plans to make roleplay districts. And people were buying houses together and such. I like my house in lavender beds. I'm happy with where we are. I don't think you can have multiple houses, like a house in each residential district. I've never tried, to be honest. I think you can just have one house. I imagine you could be a shared occupant of a house though, because you can add like additional tenants to then allow them to move furniture and such. Shared estate settings, that's the one. So even though you officially have one house, you could share the estate or be shared an estate with someone else. Unfortunately, the residential district is for foreigners only. You need to find yourself a foreign husband. I see. So we can now access the residential district from the Aether right here. We have the barracks here for the, I suppose, regional or provincial military police, who apparently take their job very seriously. It's a lovely looking place though, I have to admit. I put a lot of time and effort into it. But that's why you've always seen people with very Asian themed names running around as well. When Stormblood was released and people knew it was set into the Far East, a lot of people either changed their character's name or created new characters to indulge in the setting. He has the inn, which we'll actually pop our head into. I want to adjust one of my glamour plates. You can't glamour or place the Ragnarok Zeta into the glamour dresser. But I could adjust one of our glamour plates so that the weapon There we are. We want to adjust you. I want this removed. There you go. Yep, that'll do me fine. Thank you very much. Might as well have a rest. Oh. Okay, let's we've unlocked all of the Aethernet shards. Let's ask around to see if anyone has seen Lady Yagiri or Gosetsu. Excuse me, good sir. Have you seen these two people? Seems they may have been here, but discretion is key to the owners here. There is I don't well, there's no Aethernet shards here, but there is something of interest here. This is the sightseeing log. Ah, there it is. God, it's been a while since I've done this. Oh, Christ. I used to jump over there quite often. Seeing how high you could actually get. Oh well. Let's go speak to... suppose one of the... maybe the owner of the hostelry? Have you seen these two people? Okay, It looks like we've been given a list of 6 captains. Yagiri and Gosetsu may have had contact with. Okay, there's not one there. Okay. We may as well use the market Aethernet and go south. Sorry, go west from there. Okay, so we have the airship landing is here. Looks like the Misery has taken its leave. Good day. Have you seen these two people? Oh. Gosetsu may have asked the same question then. No sign of Yagiri though. Seems we've had no real luck. Which is a shame, really. Hopefully, Lisa's had a greater success. It's a wall-mounted, interesting. Okay, we'll keep that. Bit of furnishing. It's probably a trap. Lisa's about ready to give up. Oh. Twitchy eye. Okay. Let's speak what we've learned to Alpha now. Okay. So we're a bit nervous that either he's leading us into a trap or they use the same line to trap Yagiri and Gosetsu. And Gosetsu isn't the brightest bulb, really. He could be telling the truth, but I guess we will see. Special supplies. What did you give Alice? I think this was my old free company. Yeah, housing, Balam Garden. god, I used to be part of Seed a long time ago. Before I started doing, like, before I joined a roleplay free company. Oh, great. Well, that indicates something's gonna go horribly wrong, doesn't it? It's a trap, isn't it? Yes, it is. Would you like to commence battle for? It's probably a trap. If your level is above 63, it will be synced.
He's late.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
The ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me, these ones are for Doma.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Ah!
Come on, let's find a way out of here. Bloody...
Imperials with samurai training. Use the smoke bombs to evade patrols. Be warned that attacking the military police will result in failure. So, just to quickly test, yeah. Throw an incendiary device that creates a blanket of smoke, temporarily granting you the stealth status. Great, I think we need to... I think we will need to go up there. Christ! Whoop. Oh. Hi. I've already been betrayed once today. At least this is kind of going, yeah, okay, fine. She's kind of resigned herself. Trust you? I don't even know who/what you are. Kugane.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kugane. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Well, he's helped us out already once. Well, twice, I suppose.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Seki Segumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern, and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path.
And you're wearing a lot of red, but I guess you're a Kojin of the Blue, because that makes things totally confusing.
Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
Oh. Well, that solves a lot of problems then.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Making the catfish sing. Liz would like to ask Yudo a few questions. Yeah, I would like to know what happened to Yugiri and Gosetsu. Okay, so Gosetsu was arrested by Iseki Shigumi. Okay. Let's go get Gosetsu released, hopefully. It seems with enough gil, or a suitable equivalent, you can get someone released, despite what actions they may have taken. I suppose there are certain crimes which you couldn't get out of. She has a point.
How about you?
Was that? That was Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Victory to the samurai!
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gosetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, You started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
But if Gosetsu is here, where is Yagiri? Once more to the Ruby Sea. For a man who's just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Gosetsu is looking rather sheepish. Is it Lord Hien or Lord Hien? I'm guessing Hien. And this lord is the heir to Doma's throne. Ah, we've heard about this acting viceroy. Yotsuyu. A black-hearted villainess. Also a witch, apparently. And our character was just going to walk into a wall there. Okay. So we can now hopefully cross the Ruby Sea. No, the Ruby Sea without hopefully no complications. But before we do that, we'll take a break here. This is a place where we can get a slightly more scenic view. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, we'll take a break here, probably for the rest of the evening. I may just have a walk around Kugane. See what's for sale, see if there's anything from just the normal NPC vendors that might catch my eye. But when we come back, yes, we're going to be crossing the Ruby Sea and heading... Well, it seems Gosetsu wants us to go to a region known as, is it Yangtze? Which is where the Doman Liberation Front's headquarters seems to be. And hopefully we'll be able to meet up once again with Lady Yagiri in their search for their Lord and Master, this Lord Hien. Either way. Yeah, feel free to, I hope you've, thank you for all joining me on Twitch, and anyone who is watching this on YouTube, as always, hope you've all enjoyed. Feel free to comment below if you so desire. And I'll see you for even more in the next stream and in the next video. And we'll take it from there. I say, my level may be slightly higher, well, my experience. I may do a couple of the duty roulettes between this stream and next stream, but whatever I get up to, I'll be sure to let you know about next time. Until then, though, hope you all take care. Bye-bye now.